Welcome back to my kitchen, everyone. Today we're going to be making some delicious fried fish. Stay tuned.
Hashtag, I'm a big deal. I'm a big deal. Very, very, very important.
Okay, so I'm using snapper today. Now what I'm going to do is I've already cleaned and washed my fish. Now I'm going to leave this in the fridge overnight in some salted water. I'm just going to merge the fish now into the water. Now I would say you can use maybe roughly about I have 6 fish here, so I'm going to use about a tablespoon of sea salt. Now I'm going to cover this and I'm going to leave this in the fridge for roughly about 24 hours. Now you want to make sure your fish, they are fully submerged into the liquid. If not, just top it up so that the water covers the entire fish. Then close it down and just leave it in the fridge. Hey boy. Now after the 24 hours, you want to take this off. Now what I did was just give it another good wash. So I went in with my vinegar and my lime water and just washed it, because you want to wash off back some of the salt. But what the salt does to the fish, it just gives this just really nice flavor. It's basically like you just rehydrating the fish. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, some my brain can process the whole thing. So once you wash off your fish, what I did was to leave it on some kitchen paper. Now I went in and I dabbed off the excess water, because you want your fish to kind of get to a point where it's, you're gonna fry it, so you don't really want a whole heap of liquid moisture in the fish, because say splatter I got it everywhere and nobody now have time for you burn up them and when them a fry fish, although it's a chef's thing. But yeah, me not a big chef, so yeah. I don't want to burn up my hands. So yeah, I'm just literally patting dry the fish now with some kitchen towel. And what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna leave the fish at room temperature for roughly about an hour before frying. So I'm gonna dry it and just leave it out. I didn't cover it or anything, just leave it just like this at room temperature for roughly about, I'd say 45 to an hour, depending on your location and the level of heat of the country. But here in the UK at the moment, yeah, we're approaching autumn, so the temperature is not too high. Now whilst the fish is air drying, I'm gonna go ahead and just work on a simple pickle. Now I do have a recipe for this pickle. I'll leave it in the description box, or I'll leave it in the iCards right here, so you can go and check it out on how to make your pickle. Now after about an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and again just blot dry my fish, just to make sure if there's any excess moisture, any excess water that's left there, I do try and soak it up. Now once I've done all this, I'm just gonna lightly score my fish, just two little slits on the inside. Try not to cut it down where it gets to the bone, just a light, just make sure your hand light. But I come in with a heavy hand thing, just lightly, as I say, yeah. And then once you've done this to all your fish, I'm just literally gonna lightly season my fish. Now I've got a mixture of some of my Maggi fish seasoning in this and some white pepper, just in the slots inside of the belly and the head. Yeah, it have to still come with a little flavor, but what the salt water does, it just adds so much more flavor. So you don't really need to over season your fish, just lightly season it and it will be perfect. Now let's fry the fish in a pan, heated. I'm gonna go in with a few cloves of garlic and a Scotch bonnet pepper, just to flavor the eye a little bit. And now we're gonna add our fish. Now I am using a non-stick pan, so yeah, hopefully the fish don't stick. Them things, I say one thing and do the other, So yeah, I'm gonna fry these now. I've got my heat on medium to high heat, and I'm gonna fry this literally for about 8 to 10 minutes per side. Now depending if you want your fish really dry, you could make it fry a little bit longer. If you don't want it as dry, you know, you can reduce it by a minute or two. But depending on your size of the fish, this size only need about 8 to 10 minutes per side. You know, turn it over, make sure it just gets nice and cooked, you know, relatively moist but still nice and crispy. Now, you know, I like for good on in the head, you know, bite up the cheek them and crunch them up. So what I do, I just kind of, you know, make both heads face the direction, just kind of tilt the oil, the pan slightly, please, no burn up on yourself, just to get that head super crispy, because you know that me like. You know, once you've done that batch, I'm going to remove, you know, as you can see, my garlic cloves are a bit burnt now, so I'm just going to take them out and go ahead and fry the rest of my fish. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming by. If you haven't yet subscribed, hey, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on your post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Big up on yourself as always. There you have it. My fried fish is ready. Fried snapper, just so all we need now to do, just pour on that sauce, that vinegar and pepper sauce, just nice, because you know we say Jamaican and we say this pan fish, and it just nice, and it just brings the fish to a totally different level. Well, for my palate anyway. I don't know about phone palate, but definitely for my palate. There you have it, guys. My fried fish, fried snapper, Escovitch style, Jamaican style. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me. Share the video if possible. Share it with all your friends. Don't forget, as I always say, to aim high, work hard but smart, because the sky's the limit and only you can limit yourself. Catch you in the next video. Bye.